Hey guys, I'm Rogut, and this is my rant. We believe in the diversity of thought here on this channel. Okay, so getting into it, a topic that I talk about from time to time on this channel is precious metals, why I really like silver, gold, platinum, that type of stuff. But this video is going to solely be focusing on silver and why I see it's having more potential for upward mobility this coming week. Why am I saying this? Well, I'll tell you why. So my previous video that I made talking about some stuff related to Robinhood and Wallstreetbets, how they were pushing the price of GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia, how they were pushing those stocks up, and the hedge funds were losing out. Well, Wall Street Bets has caught my attention again because they're talking about SLV. It's a silver trust, and it's most of their silver is stored in bank vaults in the United Kingdom, and the price of this silver trust, like the paper price of silver, is close to spot price. It's $24.99 right now, but right now the spot price of silver at the time of me recording this video is on a Saturday. Saturday, January 30th. It's about $27.08 an ounce. So it's close. It's a little detached from the spot price and stuff like that. But I wanted to make this video to talk about, the reason I really like precious metals is that we know that there's a lot of money printing going on. There's going to be future stimuluses. It's only going to be bad for the dollar and bullish for precious metals. A weaker dollar creates better things for precious metals and stuff like that. So when it comes to this type of thing, I'm only bullish for precious metals moving forward in the future. When it comes to silver, it has a lot of applications in the future, like solar energy, electric vehicles, anything to do with electronics, and all of that playing into account is that I lost what I was going to say, but I'll get back to it. So silver is it's poised to have a really good year in my opinion, and so in Wall Street Bets they're betting on that as well. So they mentioned J.P. Morgan price manipulation in this little post that was posted recently. So I'm just going to read a few lines of this post, and so they're trying they're trying to you know they're thinking that there's going to be potential shorts when it comes to SLV or PSLV in terms of like silver, and they say it right in here. Silver bullion market is one of the most manipulated on earth. I agree. Any short squeeze in silver paper shorts would be epic, in all caps. We know bullion banks are manipulating gold and silver to cover real inflation. So bullion banks around, like all around the world right now, they are short on silver, so so a lot of people they don't pay attention to precious metals. They look where a lot of people are looking at like the GameStops or the Zooms or the Amazons or the Googles or tech stocks or value investing. Like a lot of these prices and a lot of these assets in the stock market are pegged to the dollar. It's based off of the U.S. dollar, right? Silver is detached from the dollar system. It's a different form of money. It's sound money. It's just a different way of paying for things, and it's accepted around the world. Silver and gold, they have over a 6,000 year history when it comes to this type of thing, and it's a really store of value. So getting back into what Reddit is saying, r/Wall Street Bets. So they're saying both the industrial case and monetary case, like what I just said before, the applications of silver moving forward in the future, how more of it's going to be needed. And then also as a monetary metal, gold is more of a solely monetary metal and like jewelry. It's used in some electronics, but not to the extent of silver is. Now, debt printing has never been more favorable for the number one inflation hedge, silver. Gold and silver are a good hedge against inflation. I've said that many times, but a lot of people they don't pay attention to precious metals. When you talk to your average investor or a lot of people, like they don't look at gold and silver as good investments because they're like, oh well, it just sits in your safe or it just sits in a vault and it does nothing. It stares back at you. There's no real value with it. Well, it's not. It's pegged to spot price. Yes, like the market price of what silver or gold is, but I believe it's one of the best investments you can make. It's one of my favorites, and a lot of people, you need to buy the things that are still on sale. Like gold is under $2,000. It has been for a few months now. Silver is still very affordable, so get it while you can. Because there will come a time where people will realize, like, oh well, this is the sound investment. This is the sound money. But that time is approaching. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but it's a good idea to own some of it, and that's why I own a lot myself. So, and then it goes. Then the Reddit post goes on to say, inflation adjusted silver should be at $1,000 instead of $25. So that's going a little far. Again, this is a Reddit sub community. They're looking to try to do the same thing with silver. It's a potential to do the same thing that they did with all these other stocks that happened recently in the previous video I made. So they say it should be $1,000 instead of 25. So it's 27 spot price right now. So link to the post removed by mods. So that's like Reddit lingo that I'm not completely in tune with, I guess you could say. Why not squeeze SLV to real physical price? So they want to squeeze that $24.99 SLV silver trust. They want to squeeze that to $1,000, and that will have an effect, not like a complete direct effect, but it will have an effect on physical holdings of silver, which I have. Like I invest in 2 different mining stocks, but I don't really invest in these paper silver because it's kind of fake. It's like you're investing in something that's like, oh well, we'll give you our word we have this in a vault somewhere, but why don't just hold it yourself and be secure that way? That's me. That's just me. So that's what they want to do. Now think about the gains, the GAINZ. Think about the gains. If you don't care about the gains, think about the banks like J.P. Morgan. You'd be destroying along the way. So they're using the same type of lingo about like sticking it to the hedge funds, sticking it to like the big guys on Wall Street, and focusing on the small, average, everyday retail investor. And edit 1, all in on AG. So that's like the symbol that's like the atomic symbol for silver. Let's get the miners. And then there's like this big block of text where if I read the whole thing, if I read the whole thing, then I'd be here all day talking to you. So what I'll do is I'll link this Reddit post in the description so you can read it for yourself and maybe get yourself hyped up on the next gravy train. So I love making videos about this type of stuff. So advantages of SLV over PSLV are clear. So now it's comparing those 2 things I mentioned before. Much more available on brokers, unless in Europe due to MiFID II. I don't know what that means. Much more liquid. So SLV is more liquid than PSLV that they're saying. And of course it has options. So when they're saying of course it has options, you can take out call options and say, like, if this Reddit post catches on and a lot of people are listening to it and a lot more people have flocked to Wallstreetbets sub-community, like I follow them now ever since this whole thing started. I knew of them before, but I never took them seriously because they're all I remember them talking about like Tesla and how I'm not really big on Tesla. But now, since this whole fiasco happened with GameStop and all those other stocks, I think there's a lot more eyes on Wallstreetbets to see what they have to say. And this is a very speculative video. We'll see what happens. I'm very interested to see what happens to silver in the upcoming weeks. And yeah, so it's saying it has options, so you can do a call option and be like, oh, well, SLV is going to go to 30 in 2 weeks. You could do that if you really wanted to, risk the money based off of this post. But right now, it has 12.4 thousand upvotes. So that means the people who did see it, a lot of people are upvoting it and they think this is a good idea. And I did as well. I think this is really cool and a really cool thing to cover. So what I will do is I will link this Reddit post in the description below this video. And yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about. So again, I really believe that silver is one of the best investments you can make. It's a very affordable precious metal, and it's a store of value. And with this excess stimulus, excess money printing, and stuff like that, it's only going to drive the price higher because there's like that fear of the unknown and stuff like that. So yeah, that's basically all I wanted to say. And my gimbal ran out of battery again, so I will just end the video like this. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. This was a cool topic to cover. And again, I love silver, and I hope you eventually do as well. So guys, if you liked the video, I want you to hit that like button. And if you didn't like the video, if you didn't like my face or my topic or just me talking about Reddit and stuff like that, just remember to smash that dislike button. It gives me a chance to improve, make better content, make more content, and then just get better overall with what I'm doing. Alright guys, have a great rest of the day. Just make smart investing decisions. Do whatever you want. Alright, see ya.